Good morning, good morning, good morning. I had the notification set out for 8:35, but I like to just, make a grand entrance. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, November the 1st of the month. It is November. It is uh approximately 8:30 a.m. in the Bronx. Bronx, New York, of course. What's the weather outside today? It's a little bit cloudy today. It is 60 degrees outside, cloudy. It was raining last night, so it's not such a beautiful day, but it still feel good, feel fresh. It feel refreshing to go outside, get some air. Zachary is off to school. I would just like to say shout out to the replay gang. You have the best seat in the house. Shout out to the bush watchers. Shout out to the podcast listeners. Those are my three groups, my sections of people, and I dedicated those sections to the members. So thank you, members. Hey, good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Lou. I'm trying to start this day of slow, well, this live a little bit slow and take it lightly, and then we probably get a little intense. I don't want to be here long. I just want to welcome everyone that's getting up this morning. I hope you had a restful night and having a refreshing morning. Have a great start to your day. Just sit back and listen and unwind, or just do what you do when you listening to me or anyone else you listen to on YouTube, or however you listen to someone as entertainment. Thank you, ladies, for coming in. Hi, Yolanda, Miss YouTube on fire. How you doing? And Miss Yolanda is in the building. We'll give we'll give people a little bit time to get in, and we'll still proceed because that's what we do here over there at the Bronx Girl platform. Hello, Converse with Candace. Converse with Candace, is my mod. Oh, thank you, Faye Kelly. Oh, hey, Ann Fleming. Thank you, Faye Kelly, for becoming a new member. Listen, if you become a member of this platform, of this channel, it helps grows the platform. You will see your money grow. You will see where it go. You will see how the money is spent with the memberships, with the super stickers, with the cash apps. Well, not the cash apps, super stickers, super chats, whatever you want to donate or give to the host. It is gladly and it definitely appreciated. I know a lot of people become members, and I don't know if they reap the benefits of the membership, but here you will reap the benefits of the membership. Good morning, Lasagna. So we have a few people in the house where we could get started, and we could just let people come along the way and say good morning. So we have Nicole in the house. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Original Lou. Hi, Miss YouTube on Fire, the wisest woman on YouTube. And I'm not saying that because she have a tendency to say things that's just accurate in description. I'm just saying it because she is wise. Okay. Yolanda is in the building. Convos with Candace is my mod. She has her own page too. Convos with Candace. I told her I was going live, but I didn't tell her what we were talking about. What I was going to talk about. So I may throw in a little few surprises. So please don't let me get Candace blood pressure up. Okay, that's my mod. I love her, and I don't want my mod to be, you know, rising to the top so soon. Big Kelly and Fleming, good morning. Hey Shanti. Hello Wanda. How you doing? Hi everyone. Hi, thank you. I think we have enough people to get it started because this is an early rise edition. I have some things to do, so I probably won't be that long. I just want to time it, and we get it started, and we get this party started right. You know what I mean? Bronx, you can't post the link for the membership badges. For some reason, iPhone users can't use the join button. Thanks. Oh, and I'm trying to work on that. Okay. I'm going to work on that. I'm sorry, Miss YouTube on Fire. I don't know how to post it. I'm still trying to learn it. Listen, I'm going to dedicate a day just to fulfill the needs of my members, my supporters. I'm gonna dedicate a day to you, clear my mind. But okay, thank you, Miss YouTube on Fire. Coco Love is in the building. Leo Girl is in the building. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? Lasania is smiling because we know we smile over here. We don't discriminate either. We are prejudiced. No, sight. We're not. We could become prejudiced, but That's not our intent. There's never bad intentions on this side. Listen, today's live probably like push a lot of people back, and they be like, Bronx girl don't know what she want to do. She is confused. She don't want to make up her mind. How dare she say something like that? I feel like people say that whether you're a supporter or not. But my supporters, my true genuine supporters, whether you just spectated or not, the supporters get the feel of where my live is going and how I want to present, excuse me, a broadcast show. My son Alan told me, he's like, yo, mom, what kind of show are you running? Because you say you neutral, but it sounds like a broadcast journalist show. I'm like, that's the point. You know, a journalist can have an opinion. They have to be unbiased. But my opinions may seem biased in my perspective because I have a different perspective. So that's what I want to get clear. Alan, you know, he is who he is. I just, as long as my family give me feedback such as my son and honest, I'll take it into consideration. So listen, a lot of things was going on. Yesterday was Halloween. It wasn't spooky because I don't get spooked out about the YouTube streets drama. I don't even be like, oh my goodness, this is too much. This is so much drama. I can't handle it. No, I don't. I enjoy watching the things I watch when I watch it because I take it with a grain of salt. I jot some stuff down. And I come back and I feed it to the audience. So that's what we're gonna do this morning when we talk about what's going on in these YouTube streets. And if there's anything that anyone want me to elaborate on, I would definitely elaborate on. So let's start off with something light. I know that what's her name? Chef Carmen. I don't know too much about her. I just seen little bits and pieces that she's going through a lawsuit. That's normal. That's going to be expected when two business partners come to a clash and they come to an end. You expect one or the other to like sue each other, and that's just how that goes most of the time with business partners who have a falling out, disagreement, and I don't know the details of Chef Carmen. I saw her video, a tidbit of it, a sound bite, so to speak. I'm getting better with my vocabulary, so to speak. But I don't know what's really going on with her. I like listening to Chef Carmen for some reason. I like listening to her to see what she's going to say and how she present herself. She's so like posed and composed. I guess that's the word. She's so put together. I can't see her breaking down in front of a whole bunch of people. Maybe she have had her moments, but she still composed herself in many instances and situations. And that's just the growth of a beautiful, mature woman of a particular age. You know what I mean? Like she could be whoever you want her to be, unattractive, attractive, naive in love, or dumb in love, which I don't think she is. I think she is a player, probably in her earlier days. I don't think she could let anyone run her away or run over her. I just feel like, you know, she composes herself in many situations. I respect and I admire her in that situation. So whatever happens with Chef Carmen and her business partner, I don't want to give her a name. I don't know what boss lady. I hope they reconcile and they come to a resolution this sooner or later. Hi Shalonda, how are you? How you doing, Shalonda? Listen, Shalonda, I see you put up a I want, and I'm glad Shalonda's here because I didn't want to put this in your post because I wanted to make it clear. And so now listen, if you got a YouTube page, right? They send you emails about things that's being updated and on YouTube, and they give you a handle. So I'm just saying, not to point out like Shalonda particularly. Shalonda has a page. Shalonda, I'm that girl Anderson, beautiful family, beautiful woman, sweet woman. Shout out to Shalonda. I now YouTube have it. Like if you at yourself, like probably in the chat, Shalonda, Candace, or whomever who has a page here on YouTube, it will probably be highlighted. So I don't want people to think there's some type of conspiracy behind the highlighting of your name. That is your handle. That's something that like identifies you and your channel. So I don't know if someone was to say at Shalonda in the chat or at Shalonda Convos with Candace that your name will be highlighted. No one, none of us, not me or anyone else, can finesse YouTube. Okay, I just want people to know that. Okay. Okay, I want people to know that me or anyone else cannot finesse these YouTube channels. YouTube make way too much money, and it's way too much of a large vehicle, I guess that's the word, to manipulate things to people like it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Hi, Lasagna. Yeah, I feel a little bad for her. She has the talent, and her partner has the money. That's an unfortunate situation. I hope they do work it out. Right, I do. Money hangs over people's head over time. Like I don't want people to think because they like um give me money that I'm supposed to like sway and move in the direction you want me to move in. That doesn't work like that. I can't be like controlled or someone can tell me what to do. Like I say, like I'm not a politician, and it's like I'm a politician, and the audience and the supporters is the lobbyists. They give you money to say, yeah, I want you to speak about this, or I want you to speak about that. That's not what you're gonna get. If you bring it up, I will speak about it, but I'm not obligated to speak about it, or you cannot tell me you want to speak about it and you're gonna pull your money back. That's how some people think. That's how I think. you know, Shalonda said, I'm fine. Let me see. Miss YouTube on Fight said, Candace, is Chi-Town okay? I miss her and those prayers we so need. Okay, thank you, sis. You welcome. Good morning, Tater. How you doing? For whatever reason, when my name is had at the front of it, I'm highlighted on both my pages. Listen, it's okay. Listen, I like when my name is highlighted because over at the Bronx Girl, the last page when my name was highlighted, they let people know I was in the building. That was like my my introduction into someone's chat. Some people won't do it because they don't want to give me that or anyone else that praise. If your name is highlighted, just take it as a compliment. Like Candace is in the building, Shalonda is in the building, your name will be highlighted. Listen, this is what you get when you become a YouTube content creator. You get all these perks. Good morning, Sharon. Faith. Kelly says, early morning. Hope all is well with you. Much love. Thank you, Faith. All is well. Good morning to Faith Kelly. Everyone is speaking in the chat. So listen, we hope everything work out with Chef Carmen and her business partner, and I hope things work out to each of their favor. Now, listen, let's get into some heavy stuff because I don't have that much time to dedicate today because I do have some things to run, some errands to run. I'm always on the go. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, so yesterday I was watching the YouTube streets just back and forth, back and forth. And the two contestants that's up today is Fee. We know Fee. We love Fee, right? We love Fee. We support Fee. She is a real Leo, and that's let's just get into it. So Fee had a back and forth with, of course, Sharita. We know Sharita. Some of you may be familiar with. A lot of you are familiar with Sharita, and a lot of people know that Sharita and Roz had a falling out, which they have both of them are at their faults. Both of them have a responsibility for their actions. So there is no side over here. You understand? Like there's no side over here. And that's what I want people to like understand and just get out of my lives when I do broadcast a live of this magnitude and talk about certain individuals that you like and follow and subscribe to. I may say things just because I like Fee and I love Fee and I care for Fee. That don't mean I have to praise her like she's a statue all of the time. You know what I mean? I can't do that. I don't have anything to say bad about Sharita. I don't have nothing to say bad about Fee. I don't have nothing to say bad about Roz unless you take it that way. It's just I guess what, a constructive criticism or passing judgment, you know? So listen, let's get into it. So Fee, oh gosh, this particular, oh my gosh, how should I say it? Because if I lose some supporters based on my opinions of Fee and Sharita and newly coming in, what's her name, Kim? It's just all too much. You may be like, Bronx girl, you're not neutral. So listen, let's get it started. Good morning, Dion, NYC, and Leo girl. Listen, Fee and Sharita was going at it for a back and forth for a while, right? They exchanged their little digs and jabs at each other, daggers at each other. There's no end in sight, right? So we expect that they're going to go back and forth, back and forth. I listen to Sharita, I listen to Fee. I just sit back and I be like, and I don't even comment when Fee is talking about Sharita. I don't comment when Sharita is talking about Fee. I stay in the not in the bushes because I speak in a Fee chat and say, hi Fee, how you doing? And she'll speak back to me. But when she start going into her commentary about her opinions on Sharita, I fall back because I think that's the right thing to do. I think that's the appropriate thing to do. I think that's the professional thing to do. I don't go in Sharita chat to say hello because I just fall back. Me and Sharita's not cool like that. She have graced my platform 2, 3 times, and that's that. So I will respect her, and I respect her as a woman, and I respect her as a content creator. So the beef between Fee and Sharita, I don't think that. I think sometimes it's stupid. It don't make no sense. Like I feel like it's dragged on. I feel like it's not going nowhere. I feel like sometimes, most of the times, majority of the times, it doesn't make no sense or even have any substance. Now, people like posting pictures of each other's children or each other family members, that may have an impact on some people. It doesn't have an impact on me personally because I'm like, okay, so what, what's the pictures is going to prove? Like, what, somebody's going to sit there and dissect the pictures and say, oh my goodness, look, there is a flaw in this person's face, there is a flaw on this person's body. No, I don't even go through my Facebook pictures when someone send me a request. If you send me a request on Facebook, I don't care about the pictures that you post. You know what I mean? Are you is my chat, my audience following me to a degree? Because you are so welcome to be what you say, push back, give me feedback, critique the host in a respectful way, in a manner, right? Am I keeping your interest so far? I tried to do the same, and now I'm labeled phony because I spoke in feed chat. Ain't no winning with these folks. I've been trying to remain neutral. You stay neutral, Candace. You are neutral. They would get it sooner or later. They would get it sooner or later that you are neutral. That's the only way to be, is neutral. And that's what I have to say about feed and that's what I have to say about Fee. Because Candace, by all means, if you want to come up here and you want to give your side of the story and you want to air out any grievances, by all means, you are welcome, as well as anyone else. The posting of the kids is just too much for me. This shit has gone way too far. It is way too far. The posting of the kids, the posting of adults, the posting of anybody. That to me is not commentary. That to me is being like vindictive, malicious, hateful, ugly, spiteful. Like, I don't look at Sharita pictures and be like, well, that picture that she got up of her when she was, I don't know, probably like what, 10, 15 years younger. Even if she was 20 years younger, she just remind me of, I don't know. Some people, like, I think Sharita's cute. I like her face when she was younger. I like, I'm not going to sit here and critique her face because when she put up the picture with her and her daughter, I was like, damn, her daughter looked just like her. Like, I could see many people trying to holler at Sharita. Shit, she ain't ugly. Fee not ugly. No woman is ugly. I'm sorry. Don't fool yourselves. I'm sorry. Don't fool yourself. Okay, I'm not going to sit here. Even if I think a woman is ugly, that will be the last thing on my mind. It's call a woman ugly unless that's what she wants. Like, oh, you want me to call you ugly so you could just like have what ammunition to come back at me? No, 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 no. I'm just saying it's just stupid to me. You know what I mean? You know who she remind me of? Like that picture that she put up. Do y'all remember the rapper Sweet Tea? Don't Sharita look like something like her? Go look at Sweet Tea, the rapper, not the content creator, and compare pictures of Sharita and her posts. I'm like, oh shit. First thing when I saw her and I looked at her, I was like, oh, that she looked like Sweet Tea the rapper. Okay. We have a guest coming up. Brace yourselves, people. We all know her as Candace, my mod, but she do have a page, Convos with Candace. So let's welcome Candace to the page. Oh my
Good
gosh, thank
morning,
you
good
for
morning,
coming
good morning.
by.
You set me up. Your ass set me up.
Why you say? I'm sorry. Listen, you know what, my bell usually go off when a person come up, but I didn't hear it. So I didn't. If you was there for a while, I'm sorry. How long was you waiting, Candace?
just a couple minutes, but your
Really?
ass
I'm
set me
sorry.
up. Yeah,
I'm
it ain't been long. It's okay.
okay.
But your ass set me up. You think you slick. But let's go.
No,
Because
listen.
I
Do you want to
haven't
read?
been wanting to go live, so that's why you dropped that link and just said what you said. Because you know I ain't been wanting to go live and address none of this shit.
Listen, check this out. So I feel like I'm glad you're here because you know you're my mod and you respect me and I respect you and we have a perfect, not a perfect balance, but I think we blend well with each other. Candace behind the scenes is really sweet. She is not like aggressive and shit. Like I feel like people think because I'm tough on the outside, they think they could come at me like that, and I don't like that. So me and Candace, we have a little motion going on, and I feel like me and Candace just once a month or twice a month, we could do a podcast together, and you know we could sort it out. Do you think that's an idea that you would consider?
Absolutely.
Thank you. See, that's why I love Candace because you
Because
know
contrary to one's belief, me and Bronx have a lot of differences of opinions.
we damn sure do. And she'll call me like, "What the hell is wrong with you, Brox? Why would you say something like that?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Candace, please."
Yeah,
Okay,
and I do. I call Bronx a lot after her lives, like, why you do that? Why would you say that? Why would
and
you
then she
talk about that?
and then she
That's
got to
wrong,
point.
Bronx.
This she got to point out to me what I did wrong, and I was like, "Okay, you right. All right, I'm sorry. I guess I lack awareness." But you want to read that comment up there?
Let's see.
Do you see the one I posted?
My question is why Fee and Roz respond to them. Everyone wants to scream, keep the kids out of it, but sit in Sharita chat while she's being mad, disrespectful, and saying nothing. So I answer it, and I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Exactly,
Roz ain't
Booker.
innocent. Fee ain't innocent either. They all doing it. I don't know who started it, why it started. I just feel like it's going way too far. Anytime the kids, for one, it's one thing for the content creators to beef amongst each other, and this is just my opinion. Shit, hell, who am I? But it's one thing for the content creators to be beefing amongst each other, but it's a whole nother thing when these kids are at stake because of the decisions that their parents are making on YouTube. It's not their fault. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I don't think Roz innocent. I don't think Fee innocent. I don't think Sharita innocent. They all wrong because this has gone way too far. Way too far.
Very much so, way too far. There is no end in sight. I don't think no one is going to come to a conclusion, and I don't think there's going to be a resolution that will be met. But that's the is wait. You did answer that question for that person. What is it? Keep it 100. I feel like everyone is wrong at certain situations. I feel like no one have boundaries. They not even aware of what they're doing or the harm that can cause people in the future. Of course, all children, all children, children, your children, my children, whomever children should be kept out of the bullshit because at the end of the day, it's such bullshit. You know, I feel like it's bullshit. I don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon. So I definitely agree with you, Candace. Let me see. Yeah, like right, Miss YouTube on fire. It's been going on too long. When will it end? Never. Good morning, Sherilyn. Go ahead, Candace. I'm listening. Let me see. That's Coco Love said, that's crazy, Candace. These people ridiculous. You are the one of the realest people on here. Now listen, oh
Thank
my.
you, Coco.
Here we go. Oh my, I'll read this. And Chase is wrong and Feast chat. Wait, and Chase is wrong. And Feast chat calling them kids school and posting on her son Twitter and tagging the schools they going to play ball at now. That is low. Her son is 17 years old. I believe
That's
all of it.
wrong. That's
I believe
wrong.
I believe all of it is wrong when it comes to the children. Even when they started talking about Ra's deceased son. But listen, this is a domino effect, okay? Listen, it's not gonna, it's wrong, but that's something that is to be expected. A lot of people don't have boundaries on this platform, this they channels, they don't care. And people may say, well, for likes and views, okay, for likes and views, let's get past likes and views. People want to like it if they like it. They're going to view it if they want to view it. So that's not even the root of the problem. The root of the problem is like, pull yourself back and say whether this is right or wrong. Talking about a lot of people be like, I stand on the side of right. They're lying. Okay.
Well, Bertha, I'm sorry, Bronze. Bertha said, let's be honest, we all know who started it. I can't say I know who started it, Bertha, because I didn't watch any of the lives where it started. So I don't know. I can't say. The only thing I can say is it's wrong. I don't know who started it. I don't
Listen,
know.
did you? I'm sorry, Candace, because I see Keep It 100. Did Candace or me answer your question? Keep It 100. Good morning, Lauren. Brandy said, you know exactly who started it. No, what that you can't back me or Candace into a corner and say we know who exactly started it. Who exactly started it, Brandy? Please enlighten us by all
I
means.
don't know who started with the kids and all that. I don't know because I can't say. I've heard things in the YouTube streets, but for me to hear say for myself, I heard this. I can't say that. I can't say that. I don't know
So
who started it. All I'm saying is wrong.
right. So Keep It 100 said, we all know, Candace, that Sharita started talking about Roz and Feast children. We all watched it. So listen, we can't just keep saying, because Sharita, she's not only the bad guy. I'm sorry. We can't just pin Sharita all the time. You know, of course, Sharita has done some disgusting things when it came to Roz's deceased son. Okay. All right. Cool. Right? Roz, excuse me, not Roz. Sharita has said some nasty, disgusting things about children, and Feast have said some nasty, disgusting things about people, children. Now, and that's where I draw the line. Like, listen, you cannot sit there and say, oh, because she did it, I'm going to do it. Right? That's not how grown up works. Right now, I could see the point of you defending your child. Of course, you will. You know, see, I'm kind of different. Like, I feel like if you my child was plastered on YouTube and you say something like I don't agree with, I'm not going to respond back in a timely fashion. I'm not. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to meditate and I'm going to say, please, Bronx girl, don't go into one of those crazy ass personalities and try to, you know, prey upon someone and hunt them down. No, that's not what I'm going to do. Like going back and forth about the kids is not going to be nowhere. It's not going to get anywhere. It's not going to be nothing is going to change. Like it gets tiring after a fact. Like those kids have nothing to do with it. They are resilient. They will grow from it and they will look back and say, oh, that older person was stupid as fuck. You know what I mean? That's what I would say if I was a child thinking. Go ahead, Candace. Okay.
I'm just saying. So one of the things, I'm not here to point no finger at nobody.
Well, I
Um,
am. Go
I'm
ahead.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just giving my opinion on it. So even with me, when I made the decision that I didn't want to partake in the drama, is because I had to weigh shit out. I had to weigh out my kids and what's going on with them, things in my life, all that stuff. Do I want to be involved? Do I want my kids involved in all that? No. So I stepped back from the stuff. I'm not going to, if somebody was to
Good
attack
morning,
my kids in a manner
Tracy.
that I've seen a lot of these kids being attacked, I know how I will be. I know how I will act. So I can't say no, ain't nobody wrong for defending their kids, but I cannot say this person started it started with it. I don't know because I stopped watching when I felt like it was getting too much for me. So
Right.
I can't say that honestly, y'all.
Let me say good morning to Tracy. Good morning, Tracy. Thank you for stopping by this chat this morning. Miss YouTube on fire because I'm gonna get to the comments. It's definitely wrong on all parties. Excuse me, but even me, I will not stand by and let someone continue to talk about my child and I not snap back. Right, right. But you know what? It's like okay, that's true. Like certain things I could like, brush off the shoulder. Like I know that there's definitely just talk. This is just all talk. Like Fee said, and she should definitely consider what she said, which is definitely true. Half of these people that talk about other people will not half say shit in your face. Say half of the shit they say on YouTube in your face. I'm not trying to pinpoint, but you can't pinpoint wrongs in both parties. I don't care whose side you on. I don't care if you're on Fee's side, Rod's side, Sharita's side, whomever side. Okay, all parties are wrong, right? Talking about other children as if that is commentary. That is not commentary. That is downright in the gutter, right? So when people think they're above one another and talking about, oh, listen, I'm too good for this and I'm too good for that, go back and replay what you just said. I don't approve of none of this shit that people talk about anybody children. I don't care if I dislike them or not. I'm sorry. Okay, now if I want to roll, get dirty and roll in the mud and it would have listen, I just don't go there. That's the last thing I would do. That's the last thing that would be on my mind is to drag somebody's children. Yes, hey, make it make sense. Make it make sense is in the building. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything's okay with you. All is well with you and your beautiful family. It is good to see you this morning. Thank you. Make it make sense for stopping by and gracing this chat. Candace, you have anything you want to say? Because you can read some comments.
No, I'm gonna follow your lead. I'm just chilling.
You're going to follow my lead. See what I'm talking about? So what would you do if they talk about your kids? No, I won't. Like, what are you going to say? Zachary's autistic, and you know what? So what? Right? What are you going to say? What are you going to say about my child? That like, because I have a cold heart. You know what I mean? I'm not going to, if you talk about my child, right? Say you just talk about my child. I'm not going to talk about your child. I'm going to go 100 times evil and devilish against you. I'm going to make it so bad for you that I'm going to make you cry. Like, I'm going to have you thinking about some things, right? That may affect your child because you are now hurt and tormented. I'm going to torment you if need
Okay,
be.
so
Okay?
now my answer to that question is, she said, so what would you do if they talked about your kids? Will you not respond? I'm absolutely responding, but I'm taking it to the maximum. That's why I got out of it because
So
I
you
know
know
how I
better than
react
them
if
then.
it was my kids.
But you know
So
better
that's
than
why
them.
from the beginning I made that stance because I know how I will react. So I don't agree with you on that, Bronx. If they talk about
Oh,
my kids,
so
I'm gonna go to
listen.
the maximum too.
So
So
listen.
I
So say
understand that.
so listen, you know how you end shit like that. So if someone say something about my child, what I'm gonna say, fuck you and your child. That's it, that's all, right? That's it. Fuck you and your child, right? Oh, what you want me to say? I'm gonna stump a mud hole in that little bitch? You want me to say I'm gonna stump a mud hole in that little nig? What can I possibly say? Like that's gonna like get you offended to where you want to take a flight, right? That should be the end game. Like, do you want to go back and forth with people, children, where you take a flight? Nothing nobody could say on this platform about my child will want me to take a flight, right? If you got that much talent, if you have that much skill, then I'm taking a flight. How about that? How about that? I'm just saying, like, I just feel like people just like give into the wrong shit. Like, you talk about my child, of course. I'm like, oh my gosh, she don't even watch YouTube. How you gonna talk about a baby? Oh my goodness, he don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. How you going to talk about a baby? So the end things about shit like this, like fuck you and your child, right? Like, or what you want me to say? Fuck you and your child. You want me to push your little bitch or that little nig in traffic? That's how grimy we gonna get. Like, yeah, let's not fucking go there. If you gonna talk about, oh, how you gonna respond? How do you want me to respond? How? Tell me how should I respond, and whether it's going to make a difference or not. That's all I'm saying. Jackie
So
Thomas said, "Well,
whether
some
it make a difference or not, that's understandable. But at the same time, when your kid is talked about, ain't no limits to how you gonna
nah, I
respond. So
fight. I fight. I
Me
will
too.
definitely,
That's why
I
I made the
definitely.
stance I took.
Nah, exactly. That's why, like, you talking about my child, like, you could talk about me, talk about my child, say whatever you want, right? Because I have a habit, like, of people in real life, and people like, oh, like, I don't have the best relationship with my older boys, but they know their mother will protect them like a lion will protect her cubs. I have gone to jail overnight, not prison, for someone fucking with my child. So you think I'm going to go and risk my life for a bitch that live in another state that I can't get to and yelling and screaming over the internet every single day and there's no resolution in sight? Nah, all I'm going to say is fuck you and your child. Like, fuck that little bitch. How about that? How that sound? How that sound? I'm just saying, how does that sound? How does that sound as a response? Fuck you and your child. All right? Right? How that sound, Candace? Would that make you want to get on the flight? Yeah. Don't play with me.
It's gonna make me react. I'm telling you.
It's gonna
So
make you react, right?
I understand the reactions.
Right.
I
It's gonna
understand
make you
that.
react. How you gonna say? What you gonna react to? What you gonna come up and say when I say fuck you and your child? I'll slap that little bitch. What's gonna make you react? Getting on a flight?
I
That should
don't
make
know.
you.
It's hard when you until you in that moment. You can't really say. But
Exactly.
you
That's what
can't
I'm saying.
tell how to respond. You can't really tell folks how to respond when they're heated and they pissed off. So I get it. I'm just saying that I hate, my whole stance is still the same. The kids shouldn't be involved. Somebody got to
At
stop it
all.
at some point in time.
At all. Let me read some comments. Here we go. Hey, Miss YouTube. Bronx children is ammunition. When you open your mouth about to say something about mine, ain't no stopping me as well. I'm sorry, but I do understand why Ross's feet are snapping back. They could snap back, but it's like, how far are you willing to go to say I don't play about mines? Like, how far and how are you that affected about, like, with Roz and her son Mac Myron? Long live Mac Myron. May he continue to rest peacefully, right? I understand that. But I'm not going to get up here and try to do the best reactions to you talk about my child, because all I'm going to say is if you ever say something about my baby or my sons, right? Or even my family, I'm like, fuck you and your whole family. That's it. That's all. Right? So after I say that, what is the reaction to that? You going to keep digging deep? After I say fuck you and your child, and that should be put it into it right there. That should let you know and indicate that I'm not going to do this. That's all I'm saying. Good morning, Demi. Ross rejecting Rita and she went haywire. BYB started it. Not the bad guy, but she did start. A lot of this started when Ross said she wanted her space. Keep it so you can honestly say that Ross come on and just go at them for no reason. Who said that? Who said that? I didn't say that. I understand Rod's position, but I'm just saying, where does it end? It gets boring. It gets stupid. It makes no sense. It lacks substance. It has no, like, real meaning towards it. It just shows that people will, like, how people are so easily persuaded and brought down. That's all I'm saying. Um, um, that's all I'm saying. That's when it all started. Whoever started, Roz reacts point blank, period. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, me and Roz is different. Like, I'm not going to be able to. Roz is a totally different situation, right? But after I say, fuck you and your child, is that good enough? Is that good enough for y'all? Because I'm not going to sit there and point out the child talent or lack thereof. I'm not going to sit out there and point out a child flaw because it's a baby. It's a child that can defend themselves. So to wrap up that conversation, because I am evil when it comes to my malicious mouth and tongue, what can you say and follow up behind when I say fuck you and your child? How about that? How about put an end to that shit? I'm just saying, everybody keeps saying Sharita started with Ross and Feast. Okay, Sharita started with Ross and Feast. Now they all in together. Now, if someone was just to come in and look and listen and hear all of them going back and forth, nobody is going to know who started it. All right. Nobody has said it was only Sharita. I'm saying Sharita started it. Sharita also started about speaking on fee health. Listen, everybody's talking about this is the indecency sector. This is the indecency sector. There is nothing off limits. The only thing that should be off limits is children, underage, minor children that cannot defend themselves, that will take a look at this and it will be left on YouTube and they will be left wondering, why the hell is this grown ass woman talking about me as a child? I did nothing to her. That's all I'm saying.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree
Of
with
course
that.
you
Certain
don't.
shit should be off limits. Certain
I just
things
said
should
that.
be off limits.
I just said
I
that, but
thought you said the health and all this other stuff is no limits to that and all. It
no, it's
should
no
be
limits
limits.
to that. It's
It
no
should
limits
be.
to that.
It
Why?
should be
If
though,
y'all
because
two arguing, if you and some
morally, it's wrong.
morally,
I'm not
there.
gonna sit up here and say I'm not gonna sit up here and talk about now. For one, there's no real way that you're gonna react until you're really in that situation. You don't know
Oh,
what you're gonna
really?
say, how you're
So?
gonna
You
react.
think so?
But,
Try me.
but,
Try
but,
me.
but, listen, but
Try me.
certain things is just hitting too below the belt. I
Right.
personally wouldn't talk about nobody's health because them fucking tables can turn quickly, and
Mm.
your health can be just as worse as the person that you're talking about. I
Right.
wouldn't talk about nobody's kids and their disabilities or things of that nature because I
Exactly.
got children, and them tables can turn, and the issue with my children can be a lot worse than that person I was just talking about. Certain shit should automatically just be off limits.
That's
This
true.
stuff is going way below the belt.
That's true. But when certain things should be off limits, which is true, right? Because there is no guidelines and there's no manual to YouTube where you go back and forth with commentary. And it should be of a morality thing and just a great integrity. But that's not in this sector. It has been going on way long before this because I've been in other sectors, they do the same shit. So I'm not even like baffled by anything that people do in this sector. I was definitely fucking
Well,
baffled.
I still
And
be baffled. Hell,
no, I'm not baffled because you know why? Because it should be expected, right? So listen, the only thing I was baffled about and taken back about and shocked and appalled about was when they started talking about Ra's deceased son, right? Ross has three other living children that is not shy from taking up for their mother. But they go to the one that can't take up for himself. They go for the one that they know that will hurt her the most, right? She got Day, excuse me, I don't, Nana, and I don't know if to call him Juju or Jewels. I hear Ross call him Juju. Jewels, and I hear people call him Juju. Go after those three. That's the only thing I was baffled about them talking about Rod's deceased son. As far as health, listen, that's how people talk in real normal life. Okay, YouTube should not make it any different. This is how people argue and go back and forth in real life, in real time. That's all I'm saying. I don't take it personally. Okay, like when my face was plastered talking about I'm ugly, I'm like, what the fuck are these people talking about? I'm fucking sexy. I have not heard one bitch on here say they was sexy that called me ugly. Let's not. And that's why I stay and I don't respond in the timely fashion. I'm like, let that bitch sit on that, right? Let her sit on it and spin. I agree. No one should be bashing the children, but ties at the same time. If you give some shit, you're not going to sugarcoat it in return. No, I just told you what I was going to say. Like, fuck you and your child. All is wrong, but you did right, Candace. Think about your brand and your children. That was a cross conversation. Even if you don't want to point finger, it still remains a fact that Sharita started this. Okay, Sharita started with now what? What we going to do about Sharita since she started it, right? No, Sharita's not the only bad guy in this shit. Everybody is responsible for their actions. Everybody is responsible for their commentary. That's all I'm saying. Okay, we can't just keep blaming Sharita. Bronx Feast and Ross kept quiet for a minute, but when you started talking about deceased kids and health, it's all gloves off. I'm sorry, but you can't tell people how to snap back. I'm not telling no one how to snap back. I'm telling you how I would snap back and what I would and would not do because I think I'm better than that. I think I have a little bit more, or a little bit more control than that. You know what I mean? That's what they want. People be like, listen, and that's the thing. When people, that's how you get the commentary started, right? So Sharita, put her in the middle. Let's put her in the firing squad. Let's blame her for a moment. Sharita took it upon herself to talk about everyone's child. Now she's only lining up people to come after her, right? That's her strategy. Maybe she got a strategy, and people are falling for it. That's all I'm saying. Look, speaking on someone else's health is one of the gutter punches, which absolutely changes the game. Who is worse than the other? Listen, speak about my health. What that's going to do, make me better or make me worse? Here we go, make it make sense. When you are a true matriarch of family, you can't afford to let your members see you act in that manner. Exactly. Here we go. Keep it. You drag my deceased son and put his videos out, I'm on your ass and it ain't no stopping. Who said that Roz didn't take the proper steps and the proper measures to ensure that her son wouldn't be like scandalized like that again? Okay, that's all I'm saying. I agree. All children should be off limits. Speaking on my deceased child, I don't know what I would do. Right? Let me see. It's a lot of comments. I thought you would read some of these comments, Ken. If you talking about you gonna let me lead the way, right?
This your goddamn chat. You tricked me up here in the first place.
Oh, really? Oh, so should I blame you? Should I blame you, Candace? You know what I mean?
Whatever. Whatever. You go ahead and read the comment. I'm working too, so I'm just chiming in.
So Omar says one thing. My thing is, Ross said she was going to stop that on live, right? And when the chat got to talking about Rita, she should have told her, chat, let's go. Let's let her chat keep that up, right? Keeping up the mess. Who that? Did y'all hear the thing Sharita said about these 8-year-olds in health? OMG. See, if we were not to take these things personally and just like, okay, Sharita is fucking ignorant, or Roz is ignorant, or Feast is ignorant, or whoever's talking about kids is ignorant. If we consider them and label them all ignorant, then we wouldn't have to say, oh, who's pointing fingers at who? I'm sorry, right? So when they start talking like that, I definitely log off. I don't listen to that bullshit, because that's what it add up to, bullshit, right? Like, I'm like, listen, there's no way in the hell that a phantom, a fantasy could make me that upset that I'm going to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Sorry, I'm too vain for that shit. If it was only one statement being said, then yeah, I'll let that slide. But when you come on social media 50 times a day and speak on my child, then it is what it is, every day, all day. So listen, if you come on social media 50 times a day and speak about my child, that's an invite for me to kick your ass. That's an invite for me to take a flight, because now I feel like my child's life is threatened. Now I feel like my child is in harm's way. Now I feel like you have a vendetta against my child. The only way to stop a person from speaking about your child all the time, 50 times a day, is to confront that person in person. And I am not promoting violence. I am not condoning violence. I am not telling anyone to take a flight to go to anybody's house to see them about talking about their child. I'm just saying, if you a real bitch, if you bout it, and it affects you that much personally, then do what you got to do to put it into it. And they won't be talking about your child no more. I'm a different type bitch. If I felt like Zachary was up here listening to, like, say Candace. No, I'm not going to use an example because I ain't like. Now, say Sharita, me and her going back and forth, and she talking about Zachary all day, every day. I got my family listening. I'm like, listen to this fucking woman talk about Zachary all day, every day. His father's side, my side, whomever. And we all come together and say, what should we do about this woman talking about Zachary all day, every day? Should we go to the cops? I won't. Or should we go out there and confront her and ask her, what is her problem with a 7-year-old child? Right? Those are the options. Instead of going back and forth. But I'm just sorry. I don't care if you don't like my commentary or how I would handle it, because some people are fucking batshit crazy. That's all I got to say about that. Good morning, Sonny. How you doing? Let me see. Let me go down because I know for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. Bronx, you really don't know until I know what I would do. I know damn well I wouldn't go back and forth with no fucking ignorant bitch talking about my child all day, every day. I would dare not do no shit like that. I am too smart for that. I am too smart for that. No one has that control over me. Right? So the first thing when Fee go and she respond, what the first thing that people say? Oh, Fee, don't let people take you out your character. Ignore them. Right? So now when she don't ignore them, they saying, oh, how would you respond? Right? But people on the opposing side say, oh, ignore them. They don't let them have that power over you. Don't let them do that to you. The fake and phonies. Telling her to ignore them, right? When she's taking up for her child, either you're going to ignore them or you're going to confront them. I'm sorry. That's it. That's all. Everybody moves a little bit different on these YouTube streets. Everyone is not quick to jump up and respond to little petty bullshit, right? Even if it's not true. I don't get
Petty
into
shit, yeah, you can blow off the petty shit. But certain shit that's being said, I'm gonna just being honest. I don't know how I'm going to react when somebody is saying certain things about my kids. I got a kid riding on a scholarship right now. If they try to jeopardize my baby's scholarship and all that, I don't know the limits in which I will go behind my children.
But
So
how
that's
would
why
they
I don't.
jeopardize
So
your
I don't.
baby's
I don't.
scholarship?
You see some of the shit that's being done right now. These
That shit is
people are
nothing.
trying to call coaches, calling Day Day's college, things that shit, that's too much. These kids ain't asked to be involved in this YouTube shit. That's doing too much. So I can't say on how I'm going to react if something like that is done to my kids. I'm ready to kill somebody behind my children. Period. So I know that I can go to unbeknownst limits. So I'm not even gonna partake in this. I'm not gonna talk about nobody's children because I know I'm gonna act a plum fool if they come from my children. But then
I'm
also, you can't say don't react when this person is saying this on this side or this person is saying it on that side. But if somebody stop finally reacting, maybe it will stop. But how can you not respond to people saying shit about your kids? So it's messed
because
up.
I'm tougher
It
than
went
that.
way
I'm
too far.
I'm tougher
That's
than that
you,
because
Bronx.
I just
That's you
told you.
until you put in that
Nah,
situation.
I told you already, and I'm dead ass serious. What you see is what you get. I'm the bitch that come up here and speak my shit, and I'm definitely not sugarcoating anything. I said what I would say and how I would end it. If anybody talk about my child, it's fuck you and your child. Now, if you want to respond to that, and I just said fuck you and your child, that should put an end to everything, right? That's my response. Fuck you and your child. Now what? I'm not gonna go
See,
back.
where I'm from, with the shit that's being done on the YouTube with this beef, somebody will end up hurt.
Oh well, let somebody
Cause
get hurt
it's
then.
just going
If
too far, and it
let
ain't that
somebody get hurt.
serious behind YouTube, social media. That's too much.
Let somebody get hurt then. If I say fuck you and your child,
And
then
but a lot of times, what end up happening is the person that was intended to be the victim or that should have got hurt. It ain't them that get hurt. It's
oh,
the innocent ones that had no parts in this shit.
well then you can't respond to somebody. Listen, you can't. You all you doing is feeding the fuel, adding fuel to the fire. I'm not that sensitive. Shit. Listen, me and my baby, we walk down the street, and listen, I protect my baby. You feel me? That's what I do. I can't protect him on these YouTube streets. This is just words of bullshit. These are words of ignorant people. These are words of people that's easily swayed. These are words of people that listen want to like what poke a nerve, right? Yeah. Okay. Nah. The end all to be all is fuck you and your child. Now what? How about that? If you talk about my child in the worst way, the most worst way you can possibly, that's how I'm going to respond. Fuck you and your child and any
They
other
ain't gonna be
children.
my response. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I know how to respond to people. I guess I'm just good at it. You know what I mean? Like fuck you and your child. How could you respond to someone saying fuck you and your child? You gonna take a flight? You gonna come all the way to the Bronx, New York, and say
I
now
need to
what?
come to the Bronx anyway.
I know. Listen, you still ain't called me and tell me what you want to do. So I don't know what you want me to do. I'm sorry. I don't. Listen, I know when comment. Let me read some of these comments because I know I have many personalities, and all of my personalities are the same integrity and the same morals and values. I'm the same person. I could turn it up, I could turn it down. Let me read some of these comments because Miss YouTube on fire, Candace, to be honest, I think it's only going to on this far is because of locations, right? There's no way all of this would be said if they was in the same city. I agree. Right. So when commentary gets personal, in my opinion, it gets gutted to the point that people call your home companies and schools affiliated that could cause issues. Real life is FaceTime. Right. They go deep.
Exactly.
They go deep, but I don't even pay attention to that. Like when people be putting out people business, I was like, I don't want to hear this because that's not my interest. I don't care if you got a PPP loan. I don't care if you've written. I don't care if you own. I don't care if you live in a barn. I don't care if you live in a house. I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care. That's why I don't take it personally. I don't care about these people in that way where I'm going to sit there and dig deep and delve into their personal information and put it up on a post to say what? Now what? I'm not an investigative reporter. I'm not going to dig up anybody's information to humiliate them or broadcast their business. I don't care about that bullshit because that's all it amounts to. Bullshit. All right. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt. But deceased, now I'm coming hard. And some words do hurt, And again, Sharita on her C's word, the first started calling Day College. Listen, let them call it. Let them call. How is that going to affect Day? She's still going to go on about her studies. They can't kick her out. She's not endangering the people in her college. She is not on no freaking watch list. She is not a criminal. Right? That's the worst thing or the best thing y'all could do is make attempts to call someone place of business. Now, if you keep calling, they're going to record it and your ass is going to get locked up for harassment. So let them keep calling. Right? As far as Sharita kids and they calling their coaches, they're going to think they talking to a fucking mental person. I'm sorry. Like, think about it. Think outside the box. Right? If someone on here has been affected personally about has Roswell, I don't know about Roz. For instance, someone that's doing commentary on here and somebody decide to call their place of business, how is that going to affect the person that's working there? Right? I know it's a lot of grimy bitches and low down bitches that call CPS on women and their children for no reasons. That's the only thing that you probably could get going is an investigation. All right. Dirty hoes do shit like that. Dirty hoes call people jobs. Right. I don't care how you feel about how I'm coming out. I would not do anything what people would do. That's not something I would think of to do is call someone and get their information so I could fucking plaster it on a social media. That's not doing nothing. That's not proving nothing, and that's not doing nothing. I'm sorry. Okay. The kids did not ask to be included in the beef, but I will say the kids often pay the deed. This YouTube shit is stupid. It's stupid. It's entertainment. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. So to point the fingers and say Sharita started it. Okay, Sharita started it. Now what? Roz is going to follow up with it. Feast is going to follow up with it. Where they going to go? No in sight, right? Good morning, Queen V. Wow, Day College with the right. She's in college away. You think they're going to stop and pull her out of her class and say, oh, such and such just called your school and said Day someone from YouTube called and say that whatever they saying. Those people are smart and trained at colleges to know that they have a prank caller. The fuck? I'm sorry. That shit is stupid. That shit is just stupid to me. Right? Some employees don't like drama nor these established associated with the views of their point. But that's not a right for termination. That would not be a right for termination if you unless it's endangering the employees, unless the person that's calling is making threats. Right? I'm just saying. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to respond to do that. I just feel like certain things should be overlooked. Certain things should not be even how you say it, what is it? Acknowledge. Now, Fee and oh gosh, what's her name? You want to speak, Candace? You still there?
I'm here. I'm listening. I'm in the meeting
You
real
want to
quick.
speak, Candace? You want to speak? You want to speak?
I'm gonna jump in a second.
Okay, so let me go down because okay. Everybody keeps saying Sharita brought a lot of drama. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and like look at Sharita, point her out, put her aside, isolate her, and say, "Oh, did all this drama is happening because of Sharita?" I have heard Roz, I have heard I have heard Sharita, I have heard all these content creators that have something to say about each other, and I'm like, God damn, like a lot of them have logic in what they're saying, but a lot of it is just like bullshit, BS. It doesn't matter. It's not going anywhere. Like you're gonna continue from the next day and the next day and come back with the same bullshit and get nowhere. Sorry. I'm just a little bit too conceited with that. Now, in class
Good
now
morning, chocolate.
chocolate is in the building, but Bronx they do all the time. But Bronx, they do all the time when someone come out with a racial comment and job gone. I don't know if this will be affecting like because they like, oh, why you calling people colleges and coaches? When the coach get that call and they said, oh, well, we're calling because Sharita, one of your teammates' son, your teammate, his mother, right? She sit on YouTube and she talk about someone deceased child. She sit on YouTube and she talk so disgustingly and downright nasty and dirty about other people. So the coach is going to be like, "What if I was the coach? What does got to do with the player, right? What does this have to go do with the player? Do you know at some games that the parents that have children and basketball and football and whatever, they fight amongst each other. So he should expect stupid shit like this. That child would not be affected in any manner, right? What does Sharita job like have to do with her child in college or wherever he is or whoever he played for? Anything that will affect his his future. I don't understand. Make me understand. Hey, chocolate, I'm sick of the whole thing. It literally makes me sick to my stomach. It needs to reside all across the board, right? Now listen, and let me just say this because I know a lot of people gonna be like, oh, we don't like you, you a bitch. So y'all sitting there talking about Sharita started a whole bunch of shit, right? But a lot of people I see in other people chats, like disgusting people that said that they want to bend Rod's daughter over and have a relationship with her, right? Intimacy with her, because I don't want to get downright graphic. Because she is a baby to me. She's 25 years old. I have a 26-year-old, right? But people support him, right? Disgusting people talking about, oh, we don't have a side. We could go anywhere we want to. But the same people that y'all taking, but the same people like Ross, right? She have mended some fences with a lot of people. Not a lot. She have, and it didn't go too well. But the same people that have talked disgusting about Ross children, Fee children, a lot of people be in a chat. So why would I sit there and take into consideration, or why would I sit there and consider like the emotions of other people? Sorry, you shouldn't be emotional on this freaking what y'all call it app, right? I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Like Lasagna, content creators have to be very careful. You do not want to incite your channel to get yourself in trouble, right? People all over the world is being held responsible for bad influence, right? But
Let me
listen,
go back and piggyback off the last comment you just made.
right,
About other supporters supporting multiple people.
right,
So that's a big thing right now, and I think that's unfair as well, because
right.
during this, when a lot of content creators separate, the subscribers are like in the middle, so they want to support both sides. They shouldn't be at fault for supporting multiple people.
Oh no,
So
no, no,
if
no.
you go, if it's one thing if you're in the opposite chat commenting and saying something negative, and it's a totally different if you're just showing support. People shouldn't be feeling like they have to choose a side. Y'all don't have to choose no side. And I'm gonna say this about something that personally happened to me. Fee ain't done nothing to me. I have no problems with Fee. I like Fee. I'm gonna continue to go in Fee chat. I'm gonna continue to speak and say hello to Fee. Fee has done nothing to me. Fee chats welcome me. The ones that talk to me every time I come in, they say hello and I say hello back. Fee has never said anything to me. Do I agree? I mean, wrong to me. Do I agree with some of the things that's being said about the kids, Sharita, or any of that? No, a lot of people, I don't agree with it, but I just don't comment on those things. I don't reply to those things. But they going too far. Why you screenshot when people comment other places? People can comment where the hell they want to comment. They can talk to whoever they want to talk to. I've witnessed in my own chat, because there are people that support both sides. They feel like they can't talk to each other in the chat no more because their comments gonna be screenshotted and it's gonna be held against them. That shit is too much. That's too much.
Well, as far as people talk about taking sides, I'm gonna let people know right here. If you throw up a Braveheart in this chat, if you throw up a eagle in this chat, and you go don't, and then you go in somebody else chat that I may have don't dis that I may dislike and don't like and won't ever like, leave my emoji out of it. Don't say you representing on that account, on Bronx Girl or whatever, or Eagle Eye, whatever. Don't say that, because I definitely won't ever go in nobody else chat talking about, oh, it's okay because I'm not choosing a side, when a sick, disgusting pervert that's running around YouTube have the fucking audacity and the what is it called, the say to say anything he want about women. But y'all supporting that because you talking about you don't want to choose a side, but you talking about, oh, don't talk about people kids, but you supporting someone that was like brought to the head of the class allegedly, right? So if I want to remind the people in here of the people that you follow, but you talking about, and I'm just talking in general. If you have integrity, morals, and values, and you have like certain characteristics, you definitely wouldn't be in nobody else's chat supporting them when they have a history of being disgusting towards women and children, right? So let me not forget, let me not would you present, I definitely would. I would do it the right way, right? If I feel like his life is in danger, if I feel like someone is going to get up on YouTube every single day and talk about my baby every single day, yeah, I'm going to sleep on it, and then we'll see how much protection he will have. And that's all I'm saying. Okay, let's not forget the sick pervert that said he will bend a child over and do nasty, disgusting things to her. Let's not forget a disgusting pervert, allegedly, that was playing with himself in front of his son. Let's not forget a pervert that plastered women on his page and charging them. Let's not forget a pervert who has a past of robbing people allegedly to get a hit in a convenience store to for $20. And you're gonna sit here and tell me, oh, let's not talk about sides. Let's not forget a porky pig, right? That give men head on live in front of her man, right? And have an organization and think she's so conscious, excuse me, but turn against her own people when people
Whoa,
don't deliver
Bronx.
what she want. Okay, let's not forget. Okay, fuck all what you heard and fuck what you think. I don't forget little shit like that. I can stop liking Ross today or tomorrow, right? Simple put as that. I can stop liking Feed today or tomorrow. Sharita is different. I don't comment her live. We respect each other. I have respect for Sharita because she's a woman. I don't like the shit that she say out her mouth. I don't like the shit that she say towards Rod's deceased son. None of that. I don't like none of that. But I'm not going to go and I'm not going to sit there and go in on Sharita, like, and scold her. Not for that. Why? Because Sharita has come to my platform. We had a back and forth. She apologized. She didn't have to apologize. She did it, right? So that right there, when you say, oh, well, people shouldn't have to choose a side. No, 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 no. Let's not forget about the creepy fucking crawlers that crawl around on YouTube and sit there. A man has the option and the opportunity to sit there and be a fucking sexual deviant towards a baby, a 25-year-old baby, right? Let's not forget when this sexual deviant, right, who said and put Roz, excuse me, because Roz is the hot topic of today and always will be, because her name just cannot be put out of the fucking equation, right? So when he's said talking about putting excuse me, Rod's son in a title, talking about he a punk. No, you're a fucking punk. You rob people for $20 and kidnap someone. You alleged fucking fake ass criminal. Okay, you are a pervert. You are a sexual deviant. You are disgusting. Right? But women go in there and they're attracted to you for whatever fucking reason they may be attracted to you for. Right? You're a sick person. Let's not forget. So when you're talking about, let's not take sides, what you mean?
Like, hold on. Now that's something totally different. I'm not even talking about that. I'm not talking about that at all.
You said if we go in other people's chats, it's not fair to the
it's not fair to the subscribers to you. What you're talking about, what you're saying in this moment, I agree with you. I'm talking about as far as, let's even say Roz and Sharita. Why should a subscriber that supports two people be penalized for supporting those two people, as long as they're not partaking in the discussion or saying something in the chat about them? I agree with what you're saying about this.
Candace, I'm not saying that, boo. I'm just saying, like, I have seen people, excuse me, previously throw up the purple hearts in a fucking predator, sexual deviant, sick, disgusting, pervert chat, right? Am I wrong? Now listen, oh my, I'm sorry, babe. Let me just check, because I don't know what she talking about. That man done told his story. You know Donald Goins don't like that man, and he started that beat. And I don't know anything about what you're talking about. I'm sorry, oh my. I'm not Donald Goins. I'm not talking about him, right? I have listened to him. I'm not talking about him. He's not in this equation. I'm not even talking about him. I'm not even thinking about him. I'm talking about the only sexual fucking deviant pervert on this sector. It's only one, right? I don't care. And then when y'all want to talk about, everybody has a past, his past dictates his future. I'm sorry. Wait, she apologized because she should have never come to your platform like she did, but it was okay. That was okay with me, because I told Sharita before, if you ain't gonna come up here and talk shit, and I don't think Sharita said nothing out the ordinary. I felt like I gave Sharita her props, even though I was a little shocked because Sharita came on my platform before she even told me how to mute the people that was like being so like out loud and shit. She told me she was polite and decent and respectful. So when she came up there and I was like, I didn't expect that from her, but it gave me traction to my channel. And a lot of people like, it's about views and whatever. Yeah. I want to grow my channel. And Sharita and Roz gave me that opportunity. So I would never put them against each other in that way. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if you don't recognize, or not recognize, if I'm not like explaining, dishing it out the way people would want to receive it. I don't forget about creeps. Creeps don't need creep. The live and direct, loud and clear. Only one. I would never dare, if I was Rod's supporter, go at a creep chat and say, thank you for welcoming the Rod Squad, and throw up purple hearts in the creep chat. Like, please. Like, you can say anything you want about me, ugly. What the fuck is that going to do to me? Like, put out my personal information. I'm still going to come forward. They're going to talk about it for the rest of their lives, because they are brain dead and they are minute in their thinking. There's no logical reasoning there, right? So I was just a little bit concerned about people's mindset and mentalities, but they have the nerve to tell you what you and cannot say. Like, that's not fair. I'm sorry, Sonny. Nobody expects you to. Candace, you still there? Wait. I'm sorry. Wait, boo, hold on. I would not support him. I don't even look at his channel. Thank you. And you best believe he is getting mad at you or any other woman he wants to say the same thing. Right. Like he is disgusting. Right? How he gonna sit there talking about Mac Myron, who may live and rest in peace and protect his mother for eternity until she is called home to rest. Talking about he's a punk. No, you did punk shit probably younger than him. You got caught. You was a crackhead, drug addict, high on whatever, robbing convenience stores. You got a jacket. You got a profile. Who the fuck do you think you are? Disgusting pig. You are a pig that wallow in shit. Pig. Fuck y'all think this is. I don't forget at all. Nah, nobody expects you to pin against the other. At least I don't. Oh, thank you, Sonny. I was trying to pin your comment. Look, and this is what I be talking about people like this. What am out? You got a problem. That man got a family. He did his. No, you'll get over it. He's disgusting. His past dictates his future. The same shit he was doing in the past is what he's doing now. Okay, some lady was in his chat, respectfully, I don't know her name, and even if I did know her name or remembered her name, respectfully said to him, oh, you are very immature. He said, immature this dick. This is a psycho. A man that is like how you say it, has been deprived of mental health. Okay? What man gets up here every day and talk about majority of women on here? Whether the bitch is ugly, excuse me, a bitch, ugly or not. He's disgusted. He told a 70-year-old woman to suck his dick. What you talking about? His past dictates his future. Fuck out of here. Oh, it's okay that he was allegedly accused of jerking off in front of his son? Okay? This is the man that asked and begged women for super chats just to show and expose people pictures? And you want to talk about morality? Fuck what Roz and B and Sharita is saying towards one another. Leave the kids out of it. Okay? Women are catty and they go at each other's throat. But when a man is allowed to come in here and say what the fuck he want to say at the length he want to say in the magnitude he want to say, and then you want to say, oh, that's his past? Fuck out of here. How much did he change? How much did he change? Okay, thank you, Andre. And he is very disrespectful. And he has no respect for women. And I don't understand how women support him. I'm going to read that again. He is very disrespectful and has no respect for women. And I don't understand how women support him. This is a man that sit there and brag about a 10-inch penis. That shit is probably like a pencil. It could be long, but that shit is probably skinny, right? He's all gaunt in the fucking face and shit. Let's talk about the creep that sit there and terrorize women on this platform. Okay? Don't ever sit there and talking about, like, y'all focus on the wrong shit, especially when it comes to women. Roz is wrong. Sharita is wrong. Fee is wrong. I am wrong. Candace is wrong. Whoever go back and forth with each other with no end in sight is wrong. We all wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Okay, so like you got to take responsibility and accountability for your actions, Candace. You're not innocent, right?
I am innocent.
Okay, innocent in what, Candace?
Everything. Everything I have been accused of, I am.
Listen,
innocent.
okay, all right. Okay. You here? Listen, you want to talk about it? Do you want me to lead the way, Candace? Because you know you're my mod and you're my friend, and you know I want you to know that I got your back. Do you want me to talk about it? So listen. So yeah, all right. And here we go.
About whatever you want on your channel.
We going. But we're gonna bring it down. We're gonna get off this fucking sexual deviant, this pervert, right? That allegedly was jerking off in front of his son. And he be in everybody chat. What's up, Queen? How you doing, Queen? Throwing up roses. Take those roses, the thorn, and shove it in your ass. Or take the thorn of the roses and shove it in the head of your penis. That's what you could do with those roses. Okay? Fuck you. Okay? Talking about a baby, 25-year-old baby. The hell are you talking about? I'm sorry. My mouth is too disgusting. Y'all want me to talk about other people's kids? No. Okay, this is why I refrain from a lot of bullshit. That's all I got to say. Take the thorn of the roses that you throw up in the chat, you sexual diva, and I'm not going to even monetize this video. This is free for all. And stick it in the head of your penis. Or take the thorn of a rose and stick it up your ass. Or, or the women, they could do us a favor and stick it in your eyes and you shut the fuck up. How about that? Right. Yes, Bronx. I hate to see this going on between Sharita and Ross. These two people, yes, there's those, sorry, Bertha. There's two of those people in the sector. There's two of those people in it. Who's the other one, Bertha? You could do a letter if you don't want to say the name. Now, listen. Yesterday, my beautiful sweetheart Fee. I love Fee. Fee is a beautiful woman. She much shy than me. I'm shy if people don't believe me. Like, and a lot of people won't believe who I am when I'm by myself in the comfort of my home and when I'm walking outside. I be like, in most of my thoughts. And yesterday I caught it. I don't listen. I'm not trying to bring Fee to the head of the class. I'm just saying it because Candace is my mod. And this is going to go into the next segment, you know. Yesterday Fee posted something because her and Kim was having a back and forth, and Fee had posted some chats between her and Kim. And you know, Candace's name was like, I caught it. I called Candace. I'm like, oh, you know, do you know your name is in the messages? But the messages wasn't like what I thought they were. Because before Candace had came up here and said that she had a back and forth or a dispute with somebody, she didn't name them. She didn't even tell me behind the scenes. And this is all facts. She never mentioned the woman name. She never even alluded to who the woman is. But it was revealed yesterday through Candace confirmed that's the one I was talking about. Even when I asked her on public platform, I said, who is she? Has she ever been? She said no. So I guess Kim and Candace had some type of back and forth. And Candace never alluded
We
or
did not.
even,
We did
huh?
not. Me and
All
Kim
right.
did not
All right. So
have
there
any
you
type
go.
of back
There
and
you go.
forth.
You want to take it over? You
We so me and Kim did not ever have any type of back and forth ever.
okay.
Personally amongst the two of us, never. When a lot of this stuff first transpired between Roz and Sharita, and everybody was picking their sides and all this, you know, we had our we were just starting with our platform. When me and Sharita talked about, you know, the issue, we squashed whatever we had our issues was with each other, and we kept it well. And something was told to me. Um, okay, so basically, how our issue came about was based off some information that was provided to Sharita. So once me and Sharita talked about it, and we was like, nah, that ain't what happened, whatever the case may be. It was insinuated. Sharita never said Kim's name. I asked her, was it Kim Bush? She said, yeah. She said, or yeah, something like that. I can't say, you know, it's been a while, so I can't say for sure right now. So basically, then I did that live, and I was saying she was phony, whatever the case may be. I never said her name, but she knew who I was talking about. So that's how it came about between Kim and Fee with the messages that was posted yesterday. So
Mm-hmm.
Kim had reached out. She didn't know how to get in touch with me, so she reached out to Fee and was trying to, you know, state her claim or whatever to Fee, to Sharita, so Sharita can reach out to me and let me know it was not her. That's not what she said, whatever the case may be. So that's how that post came about. But me and Kim, so that's why I said me and Kim, no, we never had a back and forth. It actually ended up coming out that it wasn't even true. Kim was not even talking about me. So the whole thing was a absolute misunderstanding. Fast forward, everybody's moving forward, and then yesterday, those chats were dropped. Now I want to say this, and this is why I fuck with Fee.
We
When
all
you reached
do.
out to me and you told me that, did you see the text? Did you see the Fee community post? And I told you what that was about or whatever. I reached out to Fee. Fee, you should have edited my name out of that, because you know I'm not trying to be in the middle of the drama. And my name is posted in these chats. I'm just still trying to be neutral and support everybody on both sides. With my name being in there, it makes it look a certain type of way. Fee reached back out to me like, oh, you know what? I didn't even realize that. You're right. I'm gonna edit it, but she actually just ended up deleting it completely. Moving forward, that's it.
Yeah,
That's how that went about.
and to clear things up, to be fair, Fee did take the chats down, and they are gone. That probably was like a little mishap or misstep with Fee, not editing your name out of the chat. I mean, out of the
I believe that. I don't think that was intentional,
yeah,
malicious, or anything. I
definitely
just
not.
think she was just beefing with Kim,
Yeah,
and let me post this to show this or whatever. I don't think it was malicious at all what Fee did.
no,
Like I said, and that goes back to Candace being phony because she commented in Fee chat or whatever. Well, my name wasn't said, but I know what was being said. But anyway, so about me commenting in Fee chat, I'm gonna continue to comment in Fee chat because I don't have an issue with Fee. And Fee don't have an issue with me. I
right,
support people that support me. Fee support me, so I'm gonna continue to support her. When she talking about stuff that I don't agree with, I don't comment. That's
right,
simple as that. Or I remove myself from the chat. Everybody know I 100% rock with Bronx. I support some. I watch and support somebody that don't rock with Bronx. When that person get to talking about Bronx, I remove myself from the chat. Simple as that. I don't call Bronx and say this person said this about you. I'm not gonna do that. I just
right,
remove myself.
right.
That don't make me phony because I choose to stay out the shit and not go back and forth with nobody
But the
in the
crazy
mess.
thing is, go ahead, boo, because I'll settle that dispute, right? Not dispute, but I'll any misunderstanding. I feel like if you go in somebody's chat and you say hello, how you doing, whatever, and that person know you in there, and that person know your mod, and they like proceed to say something like probably like to you that you probably would like not like that is a disrespect, and they don't have no respect for people coming in there and saying hi to or just well stopping by the chat. I think that is a big disrespect. See
But you
that.
can't tell people what to say, or I can't because they know I'm a mod somewhere. I can't expect them to run a platform based off me
Oh
being
no,
Bronx mod.
that's not
People
what I'm
gonna talk about whatever they want to talk
that's
about
not what
on
I'm
a
saying. But
platform.
see, I'm the type of bitch. I'm not going in nobody's chat that I don't like. I don't find nothing appealing or even stimulating about the sexual deviant. I don't find anything appealing or appalling about that Porky Pig. So I wouldn't even like dare enter the chat. But I'm talking about if you go in there and you say hi and you be like, "Hey, Porky Pig," and Porky Pig respond to you, and then Porky Pig know that you are my mod, and then Porky Pig proceed and pick me out of the suggestion box to talk about, and they know that you in there. That is disrespectful. Okay, because that's not what you came there for. Anybody could say anything they want about me, right? I like when people talk about me because that gives me the time and just to sit back and meditate and study these holes because that's what you're supposed to do, right? So like the only person I feel like is a logical like back and forth probably was with me and Roz, right? Roz never said anything nasty about me. She never said anything out. She never called me out my name, even though I felt like Roz probably could have kept her feelings to herself because how she feel is how her supporters may feel. Not all of them, but some of them. Roz never disrespected me to the point where I feel like, oh my goodness, I got to go back and forth with Roz. No, we are women and we spoke like women towards one another. People were saying, well, Roz was like, you gave her something. She was ungrateful. No, she wasn't. People like make assumptions. That's when I'm like, mind your fucking business. When you make assumptions, I'm going to tell you to mind your business. But as far as people talking about me and saying things about me that I don't agree with, that I know that I can come back and hurt you 100 times worse, that's what I've lived to do on these platform streets. That's what they want. They want that. All that name calling and all that shit they was talking did not affect me in any way. But I don't want you to feel like, and I don't want you to feel like, oh, you can't go nowhere because I have a problem with this person. I'm just saying, if anyone that supports me,
Hey,
if,
I'm
if
sorry.
anyone
I caught
that
up. You
support,
caught me off guard for a
because
second.
you be like,
I'll
she
go
called.
wherever I want to go. I'm a content creator, and a lot of times I watch people's chats to get content. Sometimes certain people I watch because I like them. But like I said, if it's stuff that I don't agree with, I just remove myself. That's just it.
Right, no, I understand that because I go in people platforms and I'm like, oh my gosh, if okay, so if I'm starting to talk about Roz and I'm starting to talk about her in a negative way, the chat gonna follow, right? That's the gaslighting right there. So if I was to say, you know what, fuck Roz, I don't fuck with her no more. Oh yeah, and before I forget, we're gonna count down to the Christmas money. You know what I mean? Go Roz. It's your birthday. You know what I mean? It's time for the countdown. It's the epic live that's going to happen around in this month where she's going to give out her Christmas fund, so to speak, to her supporters. Countdown November the 1st. The time clock is up. So what I'm saying is, like, if I start off talking about shit about Roz, right, in a negative way, that's how the chat is going to follow. So what I'm saying to you, Candace, is, of course, I'm not going to tell you who to go, where to go, who you should find funny, but I know who I am. I know that I don't find her funny. I know I don't find a sexual deviant funny. I know I go in people that I probably do not agree with most of the time, but they don't even talk or speak like these two does. I'm sorry. Like, it's November the 1st. I'm just saying you could do and this support whoever you want. Just don't throw up the brave hearts. Just don't throw up the eagle eyes
Well, I think
around.
that's disrespectful anyway. I would
It
never do
is
that. I won't
disrespectful.
go in nobody chat and throw up somebody else's emojis because that could be a sign of disrespect to whose chat
Yeah,
that is. So I would never do that anyway.
I
I'm
know
not
you
going
wouldn't.
on feed and see. And at this point, it's only two chats that I comment in anyway. At this point, because I've been put in the middle of a lot of shit that don't got shit to do with me. With just trying to be neutral. So I would never go and feed chat, even though I know feed rock with you. I wouldn't go and feed chat and throw up the brave hearts. Hell no. That's
Yeah, because
disrespectful.
that's not her emoji though. Her emoji is yellow hearts. You feel me? But when
Yeah.
people,
So I would
that's
never do nothing like
yeah.
that.
But when people sit there and try to like say like when you said it, and I'm gonna just piggyback off what you said because you said you know supporters should not be able. Hey, Jersey girl, good morning, peace and blessings from Detroit. When people say, listen, you can't tell me where to go, listen, okay, you sure right, I can't tell you where to go, but if you're going to go in there and say hello to the host as a subscriber, as a supporter, as a viewer, leave the lion head and the eagle out of it, because that lion head and that eagle have a way of like causing havoc.
But that could just be a sign of disrespect to that content creator's
It
chat.
is.
Like, I'm not gonna come in here where I'm a mod. You support me, I support you, and throw up my candy things or the hearts. I'm not gonna. That's a sign of
No,
disrespect.
but
And
some
my
people
to
some
me,
people
I wouldn't do it.
some people throw up the emojis and they throw up the brave hearts together. Elaine, she's known for throwing up everybody. That just goes to show that she supports everyone, and she has been doing that from day one. She throw up the brave hearts, eagle, purple hearts, yellow hearts, pink hearts, whoever that she support, she do it. I just feel like YouTube is not to be taken personally, because you are going to come across some dumbass people that you don't agree with and that may get you upset, because I see how like celebrities function. They have like PR teams to like come in and do damage control. And I just feel like me taking things personally about someone talking about my baby that he cannot defend himself. He's a little baby. He's 7 years old. He's protected. He know that he got a mother and a father, need be. And if we felt like our baby was in harm way, we would do what we have to do and take the proper steps to ensure, excuse me, that our baby's okay. So talk is talking. Talk is cheap half of the time. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't know how to gut punch me, or a lot of people, even with Roz, they talking about her deceased son. It does gut punch her, but she still know that that's to be expected, because that's the only thing that people have. I just feel like a lot of things shouldn't be like even responded to. I see a lot of things going on in the YouTube streets. And before I end this live, I just want to start a little trouble with the women and the people and the supporters in the chat. Okay, I'd be scared to be. And Candace, I see you put up in the chat that I'm not. I'm very definitely shy. If you was to definitely get to know me, you'd be like, yeah, this bitch is shy. Like, especially around men. I let them believe I'm shy for like a couple of years, and then I resort. So yesterday, Fee and Kim was going back and forth, right? And Fee dropped the link about 2 or 3 times, and she's like, come up here, Kim, say what you got to say." And in the midst of Fee dropping her link, Kim went live. And she was talking, and she was talking her shit. The only thing I couldn't understand about Kim is I was like, why she, yelling and cursing so like that? Like, I just was listening to her. I was like, okay, because I never heard her before on her platform. So let me see, because I give people a view. If you're talking about Fee, and I'm like, let me see what you're gonna say about Fee, because what they going back and forth because Fee dropped the link. So I went over there to see what she was talking about. It was just typical yelling and screaming from each content creator. No one is special. She said people was telling her, lying to her, saying she didn't drop the link. She didn't drop the link. Yes, she did drop the link. She dropped the link 3 times. 3 times she dropped the link. Kim didn't make it her way over there. So I guess Kim made her way over there. But before Kim made her way over there, and I'm going to ask the question because I'm a neutral channel. You know, I don't care about what people say or think about how I conduct my platform. It's just a general question. I'm going to do a poll in the chat on this Tuesday at 10:05, 10:04. Roz came up to Fee channel and told Fee, don't let Kim up to your channel because she's chasing clout. I want everybody who has a neutral opinion and who has a mind of their own, because we all have minds of their own. This is just a poll, right? Candace, do you want to? Are you still there, Candace?
I'm here. I'm waiting to see where the hell you going. I hear you.
Screw you, Candace. You talk about I got you started. You got me started. So let me pull it back and bring it back and be serious. So Roz came up to Fee chat because Fee already had invited Kim to come up there and say what she had to say. But I think Kim was on her way over there to go and hit the link to go up to Fee chat. But before anything, Roz came up there, right? and Roz said to Fee, don't let her up here because all she doing is chasing clout. You don't want those people over here on your channel because they over there right now talking about you, Fee. Don't give them that clout or views. In your honest opinion, chat, spectators, replay gang, Bush watchers, podcast listeners, was Roz wrong for doing that? Do you think Roz should have stayed out of it? I felt like Roz should have stayed out of it in that particular moment and let Fee like decide whether if it was okay for her and Kim to go back and forth. Because as soon as Kim came up there, started cursing, and that was been her first like word out her mouth, F you, Fee would have dropped her. You feel me? Like, don't come on. I don't care how much y'all beefing, how much y'all arguing, and how much bullshit y'all got between us. I feel like they could have aired out their differences without Miss Roz, beautiful Roz, the Aquarius, coming up there saying, Fee, no, don't give them clout. Nobody would have got clout. The only person that would have gained probably more subscribers is Kim, because Sharita, she's rocking with Sharita, right? So Fee is not going to lose anything. She probably would gain more, and Kim would have gained more. I just felt like Roz could have stayed out of that one. Now, if y'all want to kill me, please send, before you kill me, please just send a freaking statement to my family. Okay?
And I told Bronx that I disagree with her on that one. And I'm not saying I don't, Roz's choice of words, I don't agree with everything she said in that statement, but I see where she was going with it. I think she shouldn't have never dropped the link for the simple fact that what was they going to resolve?
They was,
it was
both,
just gonna
both
be
talking shit.
It would have sent the views up, yeah. But
right,
what was it gonna resolve at the end of the day? They was both gonna be yelling, cussing each other out, and it wasn't gonna get anywhere. So I agree on that with Roz on that part. Where was it gonna go?
I totally disagree. If any one of y'all doubt it, I'm sorry, I'm a different type bitch. If you want to come up here, air out your grievances. For example, me and Sweet Tea, I have gone on Sweet Tea panel chat. She invited me up. She have been up here, and me and her have spoke like women on her channel and on her platform. Fuck a view and fuck a clout. Clout is a myth. That's a myth that people make up. Clout. There's no real clout over here in this sector. I'm sorry. Look, everybody get clout off of each other. That's how we eat off of each other. But I felt like Roz should have let Fee handle that on her own. Don't give her no suggestions. If Fee wanted Kim to come up there, she dropped the link. Let her do what she got to do. You know what I mean? After the fact, she could have told her, like, yo, Fee, don't let these hoes up on your platform. They chasing clout. But Fee was putting on the show, just like Kim was putting on the show. Like, I'm never the one to back down to go up on somebody's platform. I did that on Bronx Girl. Did that with DJ. I did that with Chase. I did that with whomever wanted the smoke. Okay, if you want the smoke, I'm going to give it to you. No one is above nothing. Let's not act like we're self-righteous and act like that we have some type of integrity and morals when it's come to letting people on your panel. I'm sorry. Like, I just felt like in that instance, I think Fee would have handled Kim accurately and appropriately. If Kim would have came like aggressively, she had every right to drop her down like, oh, you want to try this again? But at least let her come up, because Fee invited her and she was well on her way there. Like, Clout has nothing to do with it. I'm sorry. You push back all you want to. It has nothing to do with it.
I think they should have did it the way they did it, and they both aired it out on their own platforms,
Nah,
because
but
it's
that's
not
that
like it
person.
was gonna be a resolution
It
involved.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
It was just
matter.
gonna be a bunch of yelling,
It,
screaming, cussing, and all
but
that. It wasn't gonna go anywhere.
it doesn't matter.
Then,
You don't
and
know
it was
that.
too fresh. It was too fresh.
You
Everything
don't know
had just
that.
happened.
But my question is, should Roz have did that? Who give Roz that right to say who Fee should let up on her platform? Fee has close to 3,000 subscribers, right? Let me check Fee page and see, because this is what I be talking about with people, you know, like and then when y'all talk about excuse me, Roz is not God. We know she's not God. People label her that because they want to label her. I just felt like in that moment, in that instant, that could have been a judgment call on Fee, and Fee didn't need the help of Roz to say who.
I can understand that, and I agree with that, but I looked at it more like she was coming from, and
So,
again, I don't support nobody, but this is my
so
opinion.
what
I
other?
think she was looking at it more from a standpoint of, um, let me look out for my friend before
I
she
would have
make a
definitely
mistake,
let her
type
up
of
to air
thing.
her grievances, because
That's like
I'm
me
a
telling you, Bronx, don't ABC. I don't think you should ABC. It's still up to Fee at the end of the day what she gonna do on her pain, but Fee valued her opinion.
nah. Let's not be sugarcoat shit. So Queen B said, Bronx, we know you would have let her up. We're not surprised you just no. Listen, Roz, I'm talking to Roz. You should not have come up on Fee panel to tell Fee who she can and can't let up to her panel. Just like when people be like, drop people from the page, I'm not doing that. Just like when people be like, block that person, I'm not doing that. You can't tell me how to run my platform. You can't tell me who and I can to let up on my platform. This is all for views. Roz sitting there giving her commentary on people and the way she give it, and people telling her what she should talk about, what she should not talk about, and she pushed back on the audience and say what she's going to talk about. Is the same thing when Roz came up on Fee platform and told her whether the situation would have got escalated or not. I'm trying to say Roz should have just sat in the bushes and let that one play out. Clout is a
And
myth.
see, I didn't look at it that way, like she was trying to tell her what to do on her
Thank
platform. I
you.
think she was
No,
trying
but
to just give her advice on it. It was still up to
it's
Fee what
nobody
Fee
asked
wanted
Roz
to
for her
do.
advice. Nobody asked Roz for her advice. I love you, Roz.
I'm just saying, I
Okay.
didn't see it
This
the
is a
same way
fucking
you saw it. I didn't
this
see it as she
of
came up
course
there
you
trying to
didn't.
run her platform or her panel. I just felt like she was trying to say for
Why? But
her.
see, that's what I'm saying. But see, it's okay for people to pile into Rod's chat when she talking about Latrice and her parenting and the way she give it, and and people like, yeah. That's right, Roz. Go ahead, keep it going, keep it moving, right? But when Roz says something that's like she have to excuse me, when she have to clarify, or when she want to put out a statement about something, there are people in Rod's chat that I have seen because I watch in the bushes quietly. And if Roz is speaking about something of the nature where I'm like, oh, okay, she addressed this. Hey, Roz, how you doing? I'm going to say hi. But what I'm saying is like, how dare people, right? Don't think you could get that impression and tell me that you could tell me who I can have on my platform. If I want to invite Hitler, excuse the language, on my platform, I will. All right. Many presidents have met with dictators and nobody have said you should not meet with them. And I know that's this platform and this sector is not on that level, but it's about, what is it called? I don't know the word. Please, someone help me that is so smart and know the word that when presidents come together and talk to dictators, diplomacy. Okay. It's called diplomacy. Right? That would have been diplomacy that would have been acted out upon Fee Channel. All I'm saying, whether Fee let Kim up or not, she did not need the beautiful Roz to tell her how to sway her chat, right? Because that's crazy that y'all discriminating and being prejudiced against people that you may or may not like. And don't say Clout, and don't say it would have disrupted her channel, because Fee go on a tirade. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh. Roz go on a tirade. Sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my gosh. Sharita go on a tirade. Sometimes, oh my goodness, oh my gosh. Okay? All right. Whether it would have been settled or not, at least they would have had come together to settle differences. It would never be settled, ever. I'm sorry. That's all I'm saying. What is this, James Trippin? Who is this? Repent and believe in the gospel. Come to Christ and be saved. Okay, bye. We don't talk like this in this chat. Okay? You know what I mean? Everybody is climbing on top of everybody. I'm sorry. Okay? I just feel like, talking about Clout. No, Clout don't exist. Fee had her page since 2014. Fee know how to conduct her page. She know. She dropped the link, right? I just felt like what Roz did, she could have stepped back and let the people handle the situation on their own. While Roz told her, listen, don't be letting these people up on your whatever. But nobody can tell me who I could let on my platform, right? But hello everyone. I'm a bushwatcher, but everyone told Donald Trump not to meet with Putin. Have a wonderful day. How they gonna tell Donald Trump that when Barack Obama, every president that has been president, from what I can see, has met with Putin, right? And they have met with what's that little Japanese dictator over in North Korea. Okay, let's keep it 100. Barack
Read
Obama.
chocolate comment.
Which chocolate? What chocolate? Chocolate?
Chocolate 47.
It would never be settled whether they do it on their platform or not. So it's a no situation where nobody wants to be rational. It's going to continue. The screenshots and the message all need to stop. That's right, boo. That's not going to stop, Chocolate 47. It's going to continue. There's no end in sight. And a lot of people don't have boundaries. Like, I just feel like I'm just saying, bringing up a topic because I push buttons. And today I probably pushed a little buttons. I just felt like Roz could have took a step back, let Fee rock on her own, decide how long she was going to let that woman stay up on her platform. Whether she came up there, if Kim would have came up there yelling and screaming, the first time Fee would have brought her on the platform, drop her. Because she's here to make trouble, and we're here to say what's the problem. Okay, everybody tune into other people's show to see them yell and scream. Why can't Fee and Kim, like, I don't know how they would have yelled. Kim probably would have toned it down. You don't know. We will never know. That's all I'm saying, where I'm coming from with it. Okay.
Bertha said, does she even have a big in this race? That woman is looking for views. Who?
That's okay. And I want everybody to act like views doesn't matter about? Because you give Ross a view, Kim deserves a view.
She's talking about Kim. Well, see, I know a little bit about Kim's story. Kim has been a supporter on both sides before. She was actually a supporter of Roz, and now she's a supporter of Sharita. Kim felt like she had been lied on. She created her channel so she can tell her story or whatever. I think she said her channel was not even going to be about this. It's just that some stuff she felt like she had been lied on, and she created the channel, to do that. I don't think that's her intentions. Like, she just came out the blue and created a channel. I don't think that. I think Kim, like I said, she wanted to create a channel already, but then she felt like she was lied on by Roz and Fee. So Keisha that's Boyd. Why Kim been talking.
Keisha Boyd. Where's Keisha Boyd? Oh, that chat went so. I'm sorry. I'm just responding to what you said, that no one ever told the president to meet with the enemy. Listen, who told Donald Trump not to meet with Putin? Not his advisors. Whoever know about politics know that's the way to go. Even if Putin is a dictator, he have met with probably every president. And when Barack Obama, not to get off topic, Keisha, but you probably know about politics a little bit more than me, and probably people in the chat, because you did use an excuse. So when Barack Obama met with Putin, they said he fumbled the ball, that he was a pussy, that he was a punk. Okay, just leave it at that. But I'm saying every president meet with dictators. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, don't act like that. We so above shit when presidents meet with dictators all the time. I was just using that as an example, Keisha. I hope you can understand where I was coming from in that point. Everybody is messy. Like Kim, she needed a strategy. Everybody need a strategy to improve or grow their page. So I want everybody to stop acting like, you know, you don't need someone to climb to the top or however what top it is. You need somebody. Everybody deserves a view. Okay, Kim got her viewers. Fee got her viewers. Whether you choose to view Kim or not, okay. I looked over there. I'm like, what, because she and Sharita was up there, so I wanted to know how she would support and represent Sharita. That's all I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I appreciate you, Keisha, for understanding. I was just trying to use that as an example, and I really don't, and I should not use that as an example because politics is so. It could be so ugly in nature if people don't know what they're talking about, but you seem to know what you're talking about. So that's why I appreciate the question and the comment. And I was just trying to make a comparison, and I was just trying to give it a little example. I felt like Fee, as the woman that she is, the shit that she talked, and the woman that Kim I saw to be, I just wanted to see how they would at least handle it, for the moment, even if Kim was up there for 2 minutes. My point was, I just felt like Roz, right, could have like fell back on that one. I'm sorry, if you don't like
Chocolate.
what.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you,
sorry, Bronx.
thank you, Keisha. Go ahead, boo.
Chocolate said, I can never waste my time screenshotting and telling everything I see. I'm all over, so I see a lot, but it doesn't mean I have to repeat it, even when it's brought up. You are so right. And Chocolate, I know Chocolate be everywhere, but I ain't never seen Chocolate talking bad about nobody.
Now, why you
Never.
Chocolate 47?
Yeah, Chocolate 47. Then Jacqueline said, I'll forever say the chat keeps shit going. It can be a normal vibe. Then here goes some messy person in the chat. It's ridiculous. I agree with you 100%, Jacqueline. But one thing that content creators got to realize, sometimes I've had people say stuff in my chat talking about another
Good
content
morning.
creator or something of that nature. I just skip over it. If I'm not going to indulge in, if I don't want to talk about it, I ain't going to talk about it. I skip over the comment like I never seen it.
No, Bertha said, Bronx, you're mixing apples and oranges. I don't think so. What I'm saying is, I don't think. Thank you, Nicole. In my
Hey
opinion,
ATR. Hey ATR. I love ATR. I'm sorry.
in my opinion, when Roz Kim's like, Faye, no, 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 don't let her up to your check because she's over there talking about you. She just want clout. You don't let these people. I'm like, I was shocked, Roz. I'm sorry. A lot of people, because I have been called eccentric or crazy because I have a difference of opinion, and the masses may all come to a conclusion that Roz was right. I just felt like Roz was wrong. I'm sorry. This is where it gets tough because when people be like Bronx is not neutral, and I have gave many examples of being neutral, and people, of course, in the chat are going to have their not personal, their opinion that I value. I'm just letting you know how I felt and what I saw from my insight and my perspective and my perception. Because I feel like, Roz don't need to check anybody in real time. No. Roz, we know Roz ain't gonna let nobody come up to her panel, but that's Roz. Those are her decisions. She don't need to influence anybody's opinion. Roz is a little clever, a little clever fox. Roz know what to do. Okay, she have an impression on many people. Roz don't talk like that. Like she's sweet. I never forget when Roz was on another channel. And I was just laughing at Roz. She was so humble and so sweet. I was like, damn, Roz will make you fall in love with her real quick. She was so sweet. But when she came up there, being her little clever self, and she said it just like she said it. No, Fee, don't let that woman up there. She's just chasing clout. She want views. You don't let those people come. I'm like, whoa! Roz is the GOAT. Let me stop. Did I say good morning to good morning? Good morning. When she said good morning, thank you for coming to the chat. I think Raj just made the suggestions, nothing more, just my opinion. It was a suggestion, yes, Dana Dane. Good morning. If I didn't say good morning to you, I felt like it was a influence in there also. Like with Raj shit. I get it. And Bronx, that's your opinion. Thank you, Nicole. I took it as a suggestion from Roz that's having experience with that. Listen, Roz don't let strays up on her channel. She don't. Roz is the GOAT. She have over 13,000 followers, so she know how to conduct her page. I felt like Roz needs to sit her butt down sometimes, like she says she do, getting ready for work. Hello, Roz, if you're listening, and let people rock out and laugh amongst herself and take notes amongst herself. That's all I'm saying. Please, Roz, please tell your supporters that love you so much not to unfollow me because I'm being neutral. Okay,
Girl.
they need they need to skip. I'm talking about. I have the best part of our squad, the neutral part, right? The neutral supporters of Roz believe and they will go with you, and if they believe in you, even if they neutral, it's not up to Ross to tell them where to go. The neutral will hear both sides, and that's what I'd appreciate from Roz squad. And I'm not going to say squad because they're neutral. Her supporters, a lot of her supporters are neutral, and that's all I'm saying. I have that option to voice my opinion. There goes that voice again. Why are you talking like that, Bronx? Because I'm an alter ego. I have many different personalities that I may broadcast on this show. We're going to end the live. I just want to read a little more and before I end the chat. I definitely would take advice from Roz if I were trying to grow a platform. Just my opinion. Fee is growing her platform. Her platform is growing. People are going to just look at it like, oh, Fee had Kim up there. That's views for Fee and that's views for Kim. There's no way to cut there's the middleman. Let's cut the middleman out, right? Everybody deserves a view sometimes, not from me, but everybody that has a content and has a channel, they deserve a view. They in the right way. They deserve to grow their page. And all I'm saying about Kim is I heard her talk about some things. I'm like, Kim, oh my goodness. I want to hear you, Kim, speak without cursing. Because at least I could understand where you're coming from with it. Right. So I had to go back and forth to Fee and say, oh my goodness, Fee dropped the link. I had to go back to Kim to see if she was coming over there because I don't want to be, it's a tennis match. Of course I support Fee 100%. Okay. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Thank you, Queen V. I'm wanting Candace, they want you to clarify something.
Clarify. What? Hey, Jacqueline.
Wait. Clarify things, Candace. Oh,
I think she was saying about the me clarifying Kim's channel.
It's not even like it's not even a shit show for me. I just wanted to see how logical people could think, because I think with my mind, not with my heart. That's why I don't take it personally. When I'm affected by when someone talk about someone's health or child, because I don't even pay attention to that. I don't even take how would you say it? Is Keisha Boyd still in here? What's the word? I wouldn't even take it like seriously. Okay, it's just all talk. I did want to. If you're gonna put on the show, put on the show.
Huh? Chocolate said, I miss you, Auntie. I feel like I'm in a real custody battle of divorced parents. You crazy, Chocolate.
Wait, what?
I'm reading Chocolate 47. She's speaking to Sharon. She said she feel like she in a custody battle.
Okay, let's go. Wait. Right, she's the guilt. She stopped those views for Fee and Kim because, in my opinion, Fee the real clout chaser. She just inserted herself in. Well, here we go, Keisha. Listen, there's no such thing as clout around. Clout has been gone, right? Everybody probably channel is stagnant. They going for views at the rate they going for it. So I'm just saying clout is a myth, Keisha Williams. That's all I'm saying. So let me see. I'm gonna end the live in a little bit. Keisha Boyd. But what did I ask her? All right. I lost my train of thought. But Keisha, I appreciate you for getting me back on track. Thank you. I'm wanting to live in a little bit. Hence the word diplomacy from birthday. Barack Obama knew that situation could have caused nuclear war. No, but you know what? That's why they have people around him that know more than Barack Obama, right? So I'm just saying, like, if y'all want to up your game and improve your channel, learn the word diplomacy. Either you settle differences or you're not. If you want to say I wanted to see a shit show, yeah, I do. Everything I view is probably considered a shit show, and I just find it funny. Even when people getting up here screaming and yelling at each other and cursing each other out for no apparent reason. If people was to come up here and they was to confront each other and just come up on each other panel without the insults, without the cursing, right? That would be a nice show to watch. Don't you think, Bertha? I think so. Fee was taking up for Roz. Why is that a problem, Keisha? Oh, that's Bill. Okay. I don't want y'all to listen in the chat. Candace, are you still here? I don't want
I'm
people.
here. I'm just looking at the comments.
Yeah, something must have possessed you in the last few moments of the live because
Why?
you was reading the comments. I heard you. You think I didn't read it?
I'm just reading the comments. That's
I heard
all.
you. Would you going through the comments and picking out the ones you like? No, that's what
No,
you're
I'm
supposed to
reading
do.
everybody comments.
No, that's what you're supposed to do. You don't want to. I love you, Candace. You got a good sense of
I
humor.
love
You
you
do.
more,
You
Bronx
do. You
girl.
do got a great sense of humor. I give you that much. And the chat got a great sense of humor.
I
I
just
love the
be
chat
chilling. I just
because
be chilling. I hate that the impression that's being left about me because I ain't that type at all.
you're not. You're a
I
sweetheart.
just
You
be
are.
vibing.
You are a sweetheart. And you're not a troublemaker. You are a listener. You do point out my faults. And I would take advice from you because you're not like harsh or try to be a critic or trying to my feelings can't be hurt. Maybe they can, but I just won't show that. It'll take years and years and years. But I appreciate you and I appreciate the chat. I love the chat because this was a logical. Don't you think, Candace? This was a logical debate that we had. It was sensible. It was respectful. You didn't have to block nobody, right? I blocked
Yeah,
the
I
spam.
agree. That
It
you know
was,
what? That's because you ain't dropped the link for nobody, and I appreciate you for that.
oh,
Because I didn't need my blood pressure raised again on your live. I'm already gonna hit my name after I leave your live today, anyway.
well, we're
But
gonna get it popping on Friday.
let me
Nothing off
let me
limits.
say something to Miss YouTube real quick. Miss
Okay.
YouTube on fire. That's payback for you skipping my comment and feed chat the other day. No,
Mhm.
I'm just playing. I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Oh, did you address her?
She said
What?
she said I skipped all her comments. I'm sorry, Miss YouTube on fire. I'm so sorry. I love you too, Auntie R. Like really, really, really. I love you so
Wait, what
much.
did Bill
Auntie
say
R is a
before we go? Where's
sweetheart.
Bill? Because Bill is that the name? Bill. Okay. Let's start from here. We
You
got
see Bill picture?
that's Queen Boss.
That's what it looked like.
Oh, Fee was taking up for Ross. Why is that a problem for Keisha? Fee was taking up for Ross. No, listen, let's not say that. Bill, please listen to me. And let me bring it back because I know how to bring it back and I know how to change my tone just so Bill could know that I'm not trying to be combative. I don't like when people say that, oh, we're taking up for other people or Fee is taking up for Ross because Ross is well and capable of taking up for herself. Do you hear her? Do you hear her commentary? Ross don't need no one to come to her defense. But if someone come to her defense and Fee came to her defense, I think she would represent her accurately. But I don't think Roz need anyone to take up for her, and I don't think Fee was taking up for her, Bill. So then Miss YouTube on fire says, exactly, Bill. Everybody on YouTube is going against Roz when she hasn't done anything to anyone of them, but Fee can speak herself. Okay, I didn't I tell you this is the wisest woman on YouTube? You think I'm lying? You know what I mean? This is so sweet. YouTube on fire. Miss YouTube on fire. You know what? You need to start your channel if you haven't already. You need to be out in the crowd more, appear more, because this is exactly. But Fee can't, right? But Fee don't have to take it for no one. That's all I'm saying. But people are quiet with BYB teaming up with Sourpuss. Listen, that we leaving that in their hands. Okay, we here at the Bronx Girl platform. We assess, analyze, examine, and explore.
Jacqueline said, Candace, anybody that has gotten to know you and has common sense will not let their minds be swayed. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you.
Bill said, well, we know Roz definitely doesn't need any help. He is taking up for Roz, and that could be a problem when it's put like that. When Roz is a grown ass woman with a mind of her own, and she speak her shit, she don't hesitate at all at any point. She is a very vicious with her words too, because I've heard. I'm like, oh shit, Roz, the little person. Okay, this is what come out your mouth, and you so little, in that cute ponytail. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm neutral until the point where there's a lot of yelling and discussing. Yeah, thank you. Right. That just messes up the platform. I want to say to everybody that's still here with me, and they know that I love them because I do. I don't gaslight. We definitely explore, examine, and assess each and every one of you. This is why it's neutral, and this is why people pour in to hear a difference of opinion. But before y'all go, please don't go. Y'all know how I like to leave
Sheila,
with.
that would never work, Sheila. That would never work.
Okay, listen. This
I'm
is
sorry.
this is this is probably this is Candace. You would be great meter in the family courts. You would. They probably
Huh?
like.
Candace, you would be a great mediator. Girl,
Listen.
no, I wouldn't.
So if you hear 109 people, don't leave so soon. I'm gonna speed this up. So y'all know Zodiac talk. So they talk about our horoscopes. I mean our zodiac signs. So it says mean but hot. Scorpio, Libra, Leo, Cancer. Right? Night owl, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aries, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo. Kinky as F. Scorpio, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Taurus. Here we go, Candace. Sarcastic as hell. Cancer, Cancer, Sagittarius, Gemini, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay, this is me. Forgives but never forget. Yeah, I know that, but I don't forgive so easily. Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Aquarius. Damn, you just up here. Oh, this is probably. Oh, here we go. We're gonna knock it out the box with this one, Candace. Before we end the live, easily offended. Don't think you left alone. Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Leo, and Libra.
Hmm. That's
Are you
interesting.
are you
I
easily
don't think
offended?
I'm easily
Me
offended.
either.
I don't think so.
She said Scorpio season. Oh yeah, Scorpio season. And today's
It's
my son's
short.
father's birthday. And in light of all Scorpios, we're gonna ignore you. Okay.
My son's birthday was Saturday. He
No,
turned.
happy birthday. I
I've
mean,
been
happy.
going through it. I done had one turn 22 and one turn 18, all a week apart.
Did she? What Keisha Boy said today is her birthday. Wait, did she say it was her
Did she?
birthday? Wait, because I want to say. Oh, she said season. Happy birthday,
Oh, okay.
Scorpios. We're gonna say like this. Happy birthday, Scorpios. And who said they was a Gemini? Lawanda said she was a Gemini. So, yeah.
I
I
knew
just
Miss YouTube was a Libra because she's such a sweetheart. She remind me so much of my daughter.
no, but when I be
I
looking at
love Miss
zodiac,
YouTube on fire.
yeah, they were. Listen. We're gonna end it with this one. Most sexual. I can't believe Taurus, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio. Not the only one I could vouch for is Scorpio. I
I
don't
agree
know.
with that.
Right. No. For real? Most sexual? I don't know. I had a
I
couple.
agree with that.
We had to make a date to have sex. They slow as shit.
What?
Like I had to have sex drive. He didn't. He like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? We was in our 20s. He should have had a high sex drive too. You would think, but
Chocolate Decadent said, yeah, them Scorpios some freakies.
look,
ATR
they are
Pisces,
freaks though. That's the only thing Leos and Scorpios may have in common is
Jacqueline
that
the
we have a high
Libra.
sex drive. Because Pisces, I was Pisces. The first one that turned me out and I fell in love with was a Pisces. I mean, his sex was off the hook. I'm like, I'm like, oh, I miss you. I just didn't want to tell him I missed the sex. But
Mm.
I liked him too. So
Taurus is too. A Taurus is too.
Taurus is sexual. Yeah, they got them up
Yeah,
there, and Capricorn,
yeah.
and selfish but helpful. Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus. I am selfish, but I am helpful. Um,
I
I,
agree with those signs.
you do?
Yeah, selfish. Yes,
You
yes,
know Leo other than me?
yeah, I do.
Oh, thank you,
I
Candace.
don't like her though, but I like you.
You probably wouldn't like me either. What's your August or July?
August.
Oh, you probably wouldn't like me. People get to know me, and then when they see that, like I'm like, they probably think I'm different or arrogant and conceited and vain, which I am. But when it comes to my friends and family, I could be myself. But people, strangers, get to know me, and they judge me. Like a lot of people get judged, and I want to end it. I'm not going to go too long because I know people got places to go. I feel like somebody like myself and people in the chat that like to take time and put themselves together and dress nice. I feel like that's what I be judged on my appearance because I try to pull myself together and look decent. So people may think I'm automatically arrogant because I probably wear 5-inch heels, to the store. And
You and them damn leopard prints all the time.
I love leopard
I
print.
appreciate you for letting me be on your panel. You know I love you so much, Bronx girl. You
I
rocking
love
what
you
we
too.
say. You
I love
rocking,
you,
I'm
chat.
rolling. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all so much for embracing me on the panel. I appreciate y'all. I still don't know when I will be going live because it's not fun to me no more. So I don't know. I
You want to
don't
go
know.
live? It's you got till to the whole week, the whole month. You go live when you feel the spirit tell you to go live. When you know that you want to have something to speak about and you want to engage the audience,
I
you
don't want
just
to speak about none of this crap going on.
no, you don't have to. That's a good thing. As having like me and you doing a podcast and coming together and talk our shit, and we show the audience that we disagree, but still can respect each other. Candace is a little bit more sweet. I'm a little bit more evil. I
And me
take
and Bronx disagree on a lot of stuff. I
we do.
promise y'all. After her lives, I'll be like, Bronx.
Thank you, Keisha. She do. She that call me. Why would you say that? And what's wrong? What the fuck is wrong with you, Bronx? The fuck is wrong with you, Bronx? I'm like, I was scared. I'm sorry, Candace.
She be
Thank you,
cutting up,
Cat.
y'all. But I appreciate the support, you guys. Bill, and Keisha still going at it. Love you, Bronx and Candace. I
I love
have
you
tuned
too.
into your channel too. I appreciate you, Sheila. I'm gonna go live one day, y'all. One day.
You better. You
What
need to.
Bronx just say when the spirit leads me.
Keisha said bye. Thank you, Keisha, for coming by. Thank you, Chat. I love you for listening to my insight and my
My
perspective.
perspective.
I love you. Oh gosh, Candace, I love you. You making me love you more and more and more.
I'll talk to you later, Bronx.
Talk to you
Bye,
later.
chat.
Bye. Bye, Chat.